This year, your child will be bringing home numerous reading material to read with you in the evenings. And one of these programs we're going to start this year is called Fast Start to Reading. And it's a research-based program that's supposed to help your child with all areas of reading. And it should take about 15 minutes each night of reading time for you, between you and your child. So we're going to start today. The first part of the program is to read to your child. So you want to spend about 3 to 5 minutes reading with your child and them listening to you model correct reading. Mary Beth, the poem we're going to read today is called City Music. Snap your fingers, tap your feet, step out a rhythm down the street. Rap on a litter bin, stamp on the ground. City music is all around. Beep, says motor car. Ding, says bike. City music is what we like. By Tony Mitten. All right, Mary Beth, do you have any questions about this poem that we read today?
Yeah. What's a litter bin?
A litter bin. Let's read and see if we can find out. Step out a rhythm down the street. Rap on a litter bin and stamp on the ground. I was thinking if we're walking down a street and something you might rap on that you might see as you're walking down the city street. Something that might make a sound. Rap means to make a tapping sound. Can you think of something you might see on a city street?
A car?
Maybe a car. Okay. Litter is another word for trash.
Oh.
Litter and trash mean the same. If we were rapping on a litter bin, a trash bin, what do you think they're talking about?
A trash lid?
Yep, like a trash can. So the bin, they're tapping on the lid of the trash can. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to spend 3 to 5 minutes and we're going to read it together. So both of us are going to be sharing this piece and reading it together. Today we're going to try choral reading it together today. So we're going to both read at the same time in unison. So you'll use your fingers and I'll use mine. Snap your fingers, tap your feet. Step out a rhythm down the street. Rap on a litter bin. Stamp on the ground. City music is all around. Beep, says motor car. Ding, says bike. City music is what we like. By Tony Mitten. Very good, Mary Beth. When you're reading this with your child, it might take a few times. You might need to try a couple times to really help them with the fluency and help them with the different words in the piece. You may have to try echo reading it also, where you read a line and then they repeat that as they're pointing to the words after you. Also on the back, there are some different activities that you can do with your child each evening. So we're going to pick some of those today and we're going to show you what that might look like. So Mary Beth, today I think we should try, under playing with sounds, we should try a rhyming activity.
Hey!
I will say a word, you say another word that rhymes. So if I say snap, you might say
Tap.
Very good. How about feet?
Beat.
Very good. Step. Let's try it together. Let's think of the sounds in the word step. What are the sounds you hear? Very good. Okay, in the word step, the last sounds you hear is ep. Can you think of another word that has ep at the end?
Nep.
Nep. That would be a silly word for rhyming with step. Very good. How about the word all?
Tall.
Very good. How about bike?
Mike.
Great job. Last one tonight. We.
Me.
Very good. Okay. The next thing we're going to do, Mary Beth, I think we should see if you can read this on your own. Do you think you're ready for that? Okay, so the last part of reading with your child in the evenings, you'll give them a chance to read independently and try it on their own. And they might not be ready for this the first night. You might have to read it together quite a bit or help guide them even while they're reading it on their own. But eventually the hope is that they'll be able to read it independently to you while you watch and listen to their reading. Okay, Mary Beth, your turn.
Snap your fingers. Tap your fork.
That word's tricky, isn't it? Let's look at the sounds we see. 2 E's, side by side. What sound does that make? Can you think about Valtown? What sound does that make?
Oh, it makes an E.
Very good, very good. Let's try that one again.
Feet.
Perfect, great job.
Step out a rhythm down the street. Rap on a litter bin. Stamp on the ground. City music is all around. Beep says motor car. Ding says bike. City music is what we like. Tony Mitten.
Very good. Great job, Mary Beth. Okay, so the goal is for the poems to be fairly short. They should be fun for your child and enjoyable for you guys to work together. And it should be something that you guys look forward to and that you guys can you can use these activities on the back with any of the reading materials that you have in your child's homework folder. You can practice rhyming. You can practice some of the other items that you see on the back side of the poem each night. There'll be 2 poems that should come home each week, and we'll have more information about that in your child's homework folder. Thank you. Goodbye.